Good evening, my dear brothers and sisters. Today is March the 6th, 2009. We are having our regular meditation class. How are you today? A lot of snow and cold, windy. We used to sing a song, I have arrived, I am home. And that is one of the main practice. We need to arrive to the present moment. And the present moment is our home. Because for many days, we live with our wandering. We are sitting here, but sometimes we are not here. Our mind start to visiting somewhere else. So the practicing is we always learn to bring the body and the mind in one spot. And if we're able to invest our presence in the present moment like that, we have a lot of calming, a lot of relax, and we bring a lot of joy, a lot of happiness to others. Especially our loved one. If we sit beside them, but we are not there for them, and that will not make them happy. The thing that makes them happy is we are really there for them. For instance, if I am here with you tonight, but I just sit here with my body, but my mind thinking somewhere else. When I talk to you, I don't have any feeling that I'm talking. Then you are not happy either. So if we able to offer the one we love our truly presence, and that make that person very happy, it's a big gift. It's a big offering. In Buddhist practice, one of the practice that we practice is offering. When you see that on Friday, I light up an incense, and I hold an incense with my two hands. I walk slowly in front of the Buddha, and I present the incense into the incense pot. That's called offering, incense offering. You see that we offering the incense, we offering the fruits, we offering the flowers. The flowers stand for the beauty, the freshness. The fruit stand for the fruit of your practicing, the results of what you have done for others. So when you're offering the fruits to the Buddha, it is remind that you always make a vow to yourself that you will do your best as a good fruit, as a good result, so you can offer to your loved one. So offering to the Buddha, the same meaning as you offering to your loved one. The fruit, the flowers, the incense, the light. You offering your freshness. You offering your fruit of working. You offering the insight, your understanding. You offering your morality, your practicing. Do you understand the offering? So when we offering the incense to the Buddha, the flowers to the Buddha, the fruits to the Buddha, the light, all of that is also stand for we are offering all of the most beauty as who we are to the one we love. Last 2 weeks we have learned Buddha is not the only one person. Buddha is not the statue, but Buddha is all people around us. Because every one of us, we are the Buddha, because we have the Buddha's nature. Buddha means we're able to live with our awareness. The one who have the capacity to dwell in the present moment. The one who able to bring the joy, the happiness to themselves and to the others. So based on the practicing of the respecting, we respect all Buddhas. That means every people around us, we respect. Even the bell, the book holder, the cushion, the mat, everything, every single thing we use in our daily life, they are all Buddhas. With human who have feelings, we respect them. With the things we use, we also need to respect. Because if we don't respect them, we cannot use them again. Let's say if I invite the bell without mindfulness, I may break the bell, and next time I don't have the bell to reuse. So with a material, a thing, we need to respect. The same as we respect the Buddha, we need to use them properly. Every single thing in this universe, every single thing that we use in our daily life, if we don't use them carefully, with our care, with our attention, how can we keep them? How can we continue to use them? So as the Bodhisattva practice, respect all Buddhas. That is the meaning of that. Respect human. We don't need to say that is a bad person, that's a good person. We don't need that yet. Because if they're still a human, we respect. What they do is the next thing we discuss. But we need to respect them first. And if you want to transform someone, you don't respect them, how can you transform? You want to change that person to become a better person. But you don't respect that person, as a Buddha. They don't feel our appreciation, then how can we get close to them? In order to transform them, in order to help them. So we want to help them, first we have to accept, this is a person I respect. So even a person who come here, or you meet on the street, we still say hello on the person who passed by. Then if we see each other in the community, there is nothing wrong, there is nothing weird that we're unable to join the hands and bow to each other. We respect each other. So when you see a monastic, you join your hands, you bow. You respect a monastic because the monastic is here, still here for you to come, to see them, to meet them, to practice with them. And the monastic also join their hands and bow to you because they appreciate your presence. You come here to practice with them. And in our practice, we are practicing offering. There are 3 ways that we can offer. First, we offer the material life, the goods or the wealth, like money, clothes, food. We can give that within our capacity. The second thing you can give, what we call the giving of the Dharma. That means we give the teaching, the encouragement words, the support. Like every Friday when you come here, I am practicing giving the teaching, giving the Dharma. But are you giving the Dharma too? Yes, you are. Because the way you sit beautifully is already a Dhamma talk. Because Dhamma talk doesn't mean when you can hear the sound. That's called a talk. The talk can be your practice. Because your practicing is more reality. It's more worth. Sometimes it's more worth than the words. But we can give them in 3 ways. By words, by practice, and by thinking. You can teach your children by 3 ways. Teaching, like explaining to them why they don't do this, what they need to do. We can teach our children by how we live in our daily life. Sometimes it's small, but if we are not careful, we may teach our children to be lie. For instance, we look at the calling display on the telephone. We don't like that person. We tell our kid to pick up the phone and say, "Mom is not here." It's very simple, easy. But in some way, we do that, more than once. We indirectly, we teach, or directly, we teach our children to lie. Sometimes in life, things very small, we don't pay attention. But by that way, we teach them the wrong way. What we can do if we don't feel comfortable to talk with that person, we don't need to pick up the phone. If we're not ready in that moment to talk to that person, we can wait another time. Maybe at this moment we upset with that person. So if we hear that person, we may continue to explore our upset, our anger. So what we can do, we don't need to pick up the phone. Or if we ask our child to pick up the phone, just say that Mom is here, but she is busy. But we don't teach that. Tell them that Mom is not home. Actually, you are home. They will question. How come Mom is home, but Mom tell me to say Mom is not home? But they will question. So the Dharma, teaching the Dharma is that way. You can teach by the words. You can teach by your action. You can teach by your thought. I have many couples. They are very skillful in their daily teaching to the children. When they don't agree with each other, they never argue in front of their children. Maybe they close the garage. They go to the garage. They talk. Sometimes they go into the bedroom. They close their door and they talk. But they step out of the room. They happy like nothing. They never teach the children the angry face, the heavy words that mom and dad spray to each other. We must be careful about that. Sometimes we offer that person, we give to that person a very full material life. But we never, ever talk to that person in a pleasure way. They may have a lot of good food to eat. They may wear luxury clothes, expensive clothes. But deep inside of their hearts, they hurt, they pain, they suffer. Do you think in our daily life there are people like that? Because they have a lot of money. Their husband can buy them anything they want. But the husband never talk to them nice. Sometimes we give to our children a lot of good things. But we never try to understand our children. We never try to talk to our children in a nice way. So our practicing is giving the Dharma. And remember, Dharma is not only means Buddha's teaching. In this way, in this situation, we can understand wider Dharma can be practiced in our daily life. The way we act, the way we behave, the way we talk, the way we share, those are all Dharma. Because what is Dharma? The things you're able to relieve the suffer, the pain from others. That's called Dharma. Sometimes your talk does not relate to Buddhism at all, but your words able to relieve the suffer from others. That also can call Dharma. So Dharma, you can meet Dharma in every corner of the universe. When you come here, you walk slowly, you sit down slowly, you offer your Dharma. You sit nicely, you already offer the joy, the happiness to Thầy, to the Sangha. Every time when I have a chance to sit with the community, I'm always happy. In the morning I sit with the monastics. At night I sit with the monastics. 7:30 I am sitting and chanting with the community, full of joy, full of happy. Because in that moment I know they offer their presence and I offer my presence. On Friday night too, when I look down, every single time I see you, I feel happy because I know you are here. You are here in the present moment and I am here for you. You are here for me. So you can offer in 3 ways. The wealth, that means within your capacity, you can give anything you can. You can, if you don't have any, you can give your words, your encouragement, your support. The third thing, the giving of fearlessness. In us, every one of us, we have the seed of fear, the seed of frighten. What we fear? We are afraid to be poor. We are afraid that we have no love. We are afraid to be sick. We are afraid to be die. We have a lot of fear in us. And if someone come to us, sit with us, embrace us, automatically that person relieve or reduce the fear in us. It's the same as when a child, they have a nightmare. They scream. As a mother, as a father, as an adult, we can come and embrace them. Don't worry, honey, I'm here, don't worry. Just a nightmare. When they open their eyes, they see you, they feel safe. They lie down and sleep again. And sometimes in life, we are like a child like that. There's something happen to us suddenly, make us fear, make us frightened, threaten us. We don't know what to do. We feel that we are facing to the end, to the foot of the wall. But very luckily, someone come and hold our hands and take it away from that. In life, we have a lot of chances like that. So the one who have come to help us, we appreciate. And we're able to do that too. We're able to offer someone something in daily. I vow to offer joys to one person in the morning and to relieve the suffer of one person in the afternoon. That is compassion. Our words you speak. Does your word have the capacity to relieve that person or not? If we're able to sit with someone, hold their hands, embrace them, we know because in that moment, they have a lot of pain in them. If we're able to help them to reduce the pain, we already practicing generosity, giving. Every day, I receive few emails. In each email, they share some of their pain. I don't know who they are. We never meet. We never met. But when they listen to my talk through the CDs, and they feel that they want to share this to Thầy, they send an email. Or sometimes they call. And some emails, this is what they say at the end. Thầy, you don't have to reply me if you don't have time. As long as I know you have read my email. Because they know that this is the person they trust. Every single thing in their mind, in their heart, they wrote it down. And they sent to that person. They relieve. So, in Buddhism, we have the Bodhisattva called 1,000 hands, 1,000 eyes. Bodhisattva. Thiên thủ, thiên nhãn. You will say, amazing, that's weird. How can a person have 1,000 hands, 1,000 eyes? Yes, we have that. The eyes stand for understanding. The hands stand for your support. You look at each of the situation, you understand each of the situation, you can give your hand to support. There's nothing that we're unable to do. We only have 2 hands, but we can make 1,000 things for others. We only have 2 eyes, but we can look at 1,000 situations in order to help. Why not? Every day, I have like 10 or 20 situations for my practicing, for my meditation on. Because each of them come to me, they have different background, different situation. Whenever they come, I give my different hand to support. So that's why we light up the incense, the lights. Medicine Buddha. We are the medicine Buddha. Because we know different kind of disease, different kind of sickness. We can give different kind of pills, different kind of medicines. Maybe sometimes same pills, same medicine, but you give different dose because different age, different health, different body, different dose. It is not something we're unable to do. We're able to become the Bodhisattva with 1,000 hands, with 1,000 eyes. No problem. Nothing can obstacle, nothing will prevent us that. So every day we recite Thiên thủ, thiên nhãn, vô ngại đại bi. Vô ngại đại bi means because of your compassionate, nothing can prevent you to look at others with your compassion eyes. Nothing can prevent you to helping people with your compassion hands, with your supporting hands. Tâm Đà La Ni. You can embrace them all with your true compassion heart. Every day we recite that. There's a mantra, there's a recitation about the compassion, what we call the great compassion mantra. The true words of the compassion Bodhisattva. And what is that? At the very beginning of that sutra, it's starting like that. Thiên thủ, thiên nhãn, vô ngại đại bi, tâm đà la ni. 1,000 hands, 1,000 eyes. there's nothing can prevent a compassion heart. Once you have a love for someone, you can do anything for that person. When you have a love for your child, even they sick, you can sit there day by day, night by night to take care for your child. Nothing can prevent the mother embrace the child with their wholeheartedly, with their love. The more you give, the more you receive. We don't give. Somebody will say, how can I give if I'm so poor? Yes, we are poor, but we know how to give within our poor situation, with our poor capacity. I have $10. I give $1. It's the same as that person have $100, they give $10. The practicing is we give our heart, our love, along with our generosity, with our donation. That's why at the donation box, we write the two words, tùy hỷ. Happy along with what you give. You cultivate your mind of giving along with what you give. It's worth because of your mind, of your practice, not on the amount you give. Of course, they accept any amount of donation. Like when they send us a letter from the charity. They have a few boxes, $25, $35, $50, any amount. Whatever you have. The point is, you are thinking about that. You are thinking about Him. There are a lot of small things, but that nourished me a lot from the children. When they go to school, sometimes they draw me a picture, a Buddha, a flower, but they say, from David to Thay. And they bring it home, they wait until Sunday, they bring to the temple, they give it to me. I valuable them. I have them all, I save them all. Even a small note from the kids. But I know that when they write it, they have thought about Thầy. And I used to say, I will keep this. I wait until they getting older. When they grow up, I will show them. This morning, I received a phone call from one of my students. We lost the contact. 15 years. She left Edmonton when she was only about 7 or 8. But now she is 20. She still can speak Vietnamese so well. She still can remember Thai. And when I talk to her, I say, do you remember when you are small, you come to the temple, how do I play with you? Yeah, I remember. Thầy bring me to room and show me the books, give me candies. That nourish enough. That's an offering. So sometimes as a mother, as a father, we don't need a big offering. Just how our children behave to us. They act us. It's a big gift. As a husband, as a wife, what they need, not the material, your true love, your true presence, your words, your act, your behavior. So as a Bodhisattva, they vow to offering to all Buddhas. They vow to make a big offering. And remember, there are many ways for us to offer. You don't see, look like you are not giving any donation, but you do offer. You offer your time, your energy, your effort. So when you come here early, you see a lot of snow at the door. Take 5-10 minutes, bring the shovel out and clear the path so later on people can walk easily. That is the offering. That is already a donation. You cannot give anything, but you see someone give, you're happy, you support, you encourage them giving. I remind the ladies in the kitchen all the time. When you cook, you wish someone to come and eat. So you spend your time to cook. That means you're offering your time, your food. So if they come more and more to eat, you're happy because they come as your offering. They're offering their presence to enjoy your meal, your cooking. So if we look deeply, we can realize that every day, we can receive a lot of offering from others. And we also do our offering to others too. When you are driving, drive carefully. When we are driving carefully, we are already offering. Don't drink and drive. We bring the safety to order. It is already an offering. Sometimes you have nothing to offer, but you never take anything from others. It's already making beneficial to others. You don't give. You have nothing to give. But as long as you don't steal. You don't steal. It's already making beneficial to others. You already practice. Right? You cannot make people happy, but please don't make them suffer. You don't make them laugh, but just keep them as normal. It's good. Sometimes you cannot make them laugh, but on the other way, you make them angry. One day my student, the youngest one now, he came home and said, Thầy, today I'm a good student. I make my teacher happy. And I say, yeah, not only your teacher, but Thầy is also happy too. Very small thing you do, but you can make a lot of people happy. Sometimes we say, they are children, they are kids, they don't know anything, they cannot do anything. How do we know that? It's not really true. Every single time when you come to the temple in weekday, you ring the bell, the novices will come and open the door. Because they run very fast. So don't underestimate them. You say they don't do anything, they do. They offer you a lot of joy. So of course sometimes, they create problems, but their presence always gives us joy and happiness. Because they are kids. They always give us a lot of innocence from them. So how we offer? We offer by practicing according to the Buddha's teaching. I told my kids, my students, you don't have to do anything big. All you need to do is follow your schedule. Do things as Thầy asks. It's an offering to Thầy. You live in such a way that you can create more brotherhood each day. That's an offering for Thầy. So we can learn from offering. So from now on, when we talk about offering, we understand why we offering the fruits. Because before you put on, you always select good one. Select the good fruit to bring up. That means select good things to do so it can bring the good fruit, so it can bring the good results. So offering the fruit stands for offering the beneficial to others. Bring the goodness, bring the right to others. Offering the flowers to the Buddha, the same as we offering the freshness, the happiness to others. I think you are more than happy when you come into the temple and you see Thầy with a happy face, rather than angry face. So I don't bring a flower to you, but I do offer you my smile. It's a flower. That's what we call the forever flower, eternal flower. The incense stands for the morality, the practicing, the merits. The light stands for the insight, the understanding. You offer your understanding to the one you love. You no more misunderstanding that person. You make them happy. Why are you angry? Maybe you misunderstand them. So once we understand them correctly, we offer the happiness to them. So just one action, we can bring a lot of joyful to others. So we can offer directly, indirectly, and more reality, according to the Buddha's teaching. We have learned the Buddha's teaching. Now we can apply the teaching in our daily life. Let's say that the 5 mindfulness trainings that we just read, aware of the suffering caused by killing. I vow to cultivate my loving kindness, not to kill, not to let others kill, not to condone any act of killing. I will find any way for my living by choosing some job, some career that do not hurt the people, the minerals, the animals. Is that an offering? It is an offering. You're offering the peace, the happiness, not only for yourself, for your family, but you also offering the peace, the joy for the society. You reduce the percentage of the criminal, of the crimes in the society. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, I vow to cultivate my generosity by sharing my time, my effort to others. I vow to not to take anything that belong to others. You don't offer yet, but please don't take. That's already invest the harmony, the peace to the society. So each of us, we have to ask ourselves, am I a peacemaker? Yes, we are. How? Don't wait until we get enlightenment and become the Buddha in order to do that. We have 1,000 hands, we have 1,000 eyes. We can do in our capacity. We can offer that easily. Nothing can prevent the heart of compassionate, the heart of loving kindness. That's why we praising the Avalokiteshvara, Wangam Bồ-Tát. This Bodhisattva have the power to go everywhere, every universe, freely. Liberation. Nothing can prevent her. What does that mean? The heart of loving, the heart of compassionate can travel anywhere. It's not limited only in temples or in churches or in one particular practice center, but everywhere. Your heart can go anywhere. For instance, I never back to Vietnam yet. Since after I left Vietnam. It's 23 years already. But when we hear there is a flood at that city, there's a disaster at that place, there is something wrong, we send our donation there. Nothing can prevent the heart of compassionate. Can you see that? The more you send out your love, the more you receive the love. Don't worry, it's never end. The Buddha gave an example. There's a main candle. You bring thousands of candles. You come and light from that main one. Not because of that 1,000 light up and you reduce the flame of this candle. Stay the same. Can you see that example from the Buddha? Your compassion heart, you give out, never reduce. It's give more. The same as your understanding that you give to others. I have $1, I give it to you. You have $1, you give it to me. Forever, each of us just have $1. But what I know, I share with you. What you know, you share with me. We increase our understanding, our knowledge. Beautiful example. The material we give and give, we always have the same amount. But the understanding, the knowledge, the more we give, the more we receive. So the same as the more talk we do, the more researching we need to. because we want to continue to talk, then we need to research more. So the more we listen, the more we open our hearts. So today, we are learning the third vow of the Bodhisattva. Offering. But now you know the offering is not limited in a particular thing like material or wealth or clothes or money. But we can give more than that. Somebody, they fear of something, come to support them. You know, when we visit patients, we know they have cancer. The doctors say they only have 2 more weeks. But we have to come there and give them support. Don't worry. Just enjoy now. When I come to visit the old senior patients, this is what I used to say. Do you know that our body is like an old vehicle? You need to come here to tune up. So don't worry, just relax your mind, your body. Let the doctor and the nurses do whatever they want, because you know that they are tuning up your car, your old vehicle. After a major tune-up, you can drive your car again, your vehicle again. So we know they will come to that point. But why we need to create more fear, more frightened to them? Just give them the energy of living. They living one day of happiness better than 2 weeks or 2 months in fear, in frightened. So the Buddha said, if our day, just a day, would meaningful, better than 100 years meaninglessly. We live, but we cannot bring any beneficial to others. We must live for the sake of others. we are nothing. We come here with nothing. Then we will leave this world with nothing. But during the time we depart, we will do something. Life is that. The purpose of living is to die. But from living to death, what do we do? We cannot save anything to bring along with us. But we can create something for the person. The same as we sit on a bus. When we get off our space, our seat, someone will come and sit. Don't lose anywhere. We are like a traveler, a passenger, temporary travel. We will leave the seat and let that seat for someone else. No attachment. We offer, but we don't see we offer anything. We do a lot of things for others, but we never attach what we do. That is the great offering. I do a lot of things for the community, but I never count. That's why I receive their love always. But if I count, I did this for you, I did that for you, then next time when they do something for me, they also will count. Because the life is cause and effect. What you create, you receive it. Things go around, will come back. I hope you enjoy your weekend and see you next week. And I think we have a mindfulness day on March 21st, isn't it? Yeah. So we have we already have the registration forms downstairs. So just to help the ladies, the nuns in the kitchen to prepare lunch for us, we need the number. Thank you for your listening, your attention tonight. I hope you practicing well so you can create and bring more peace and joys to offer for your daily life and for your loved one. Thank you.